Let us talk about the angels of light, the chosen ones, the anointed ones, the messengers of light, messengers of love, and the messengers of truth. Have you ever run into someone, chosen ones? This is what I'm going to tell you that will show you. These are signs. Have you ever run into someone or anybody, and the moment they saw you, you know, the moment they looked at you, then you saw their eyes going like this. They frown. They are like, you see them, it's like you see this anger. They get this anger. There's like, they feel like they have seen a ghost. They feel like they have seen something very disturbing. And then sometimes it's like they might avoid you sometimes. So the reactions will be different. They might avoid you. You see them frowning like that, very angry. They put on this tough face. Sometimes they will say something very, very dirty towards you. They will say something extremely bad things about you, against you. They don't know your name. They don't know where you live. They don't know what kind of job you do. They don't know who you are as a person, but they're going to get angry. And you're only left to think about what have you done to those people? What exactly happened? You just don't understand what happened. And as a matter of fact, nothing you did. There's nothing wrong with you. You didn't do anything wrong. It's just because these people, it's like when you're around, when you show up, the demons in them, they recognize your presence. The demons in them recognize you. Now, there are some things that many people don't understand. It takes a whole lot of awareness to understand some things. But the more, the deeper you continue to wake up, the deeper you continue to wake up, is the easier so many things are starting to make sense. The clearer everything becomes. Let me give another scenario. So, have you been in a situation when, let's say, for example, you walk into a room? It's a dark room, okay? Middle of the night, it's a dark room. The first thing what you do, you switch on the light. You switch on the light because you want to see what it is you want to pick up. Maybe it's a pantry, you want to pick up some products, maybe, whatever. So you switch on the light. So when you do switch on the light, the first thing what you do, what you see, you're going to see these cockroaches running for cover. If you're in a place which is infested with cockroaches, the moment you switch on the light, those cockroaches are going to start running for cover. Maybe there are some rats, these mice and stuff like that. They're all going to run into hiding. They're going to run back into their spots and hide. So on the 3D, that's what it looks like. But in a spiritual level, when we're talking about a messenger of light, we're talking about an individual that shows up in any environment. And for some mysterious reason, it's like your light kind of like exposes or shines into these people's souls. And they kind of feel like they're exposed. They kind of feel like, does this person know who I am? Because you see, in this spiritual world, we need to know that we're dealing with angels and demons. There's a ongoing battle between the dark forces and the light, the forces of darkness and the forces of light, the forces of light and the forces of darkness. So there's this ongoing battle that you cannot see with this 3D. It manifests on the 3D, but actually spiritually, something else is happening. So these people who carry or who are possessed by these demons, those are the last people you want to deal with. They are the last people you want to invite in your house. They are the last people you want to celebrate with. They are the last people you want to sit with. They are the last people you want to sleep with. Now, it's understandable when you don't know them. It's different. But once you start to understand these kind of individuals, then now you understand who they are and you give them some space. The angels of light are God's chosen people. Like I've said, they are the messengers of truth, justice, love, authenticity. So those individuals, regardless of what is going on in their lives, they are extremely high vibrational beings. You can walk into a setting, let's say, and there's this kid, this man or woman, that is feeding people with lies. Let's say, for example, he's a pastor in the church. And this pastor is being followed by thousands of people. His church is full of thousands of people. So they are all lost sheep. Because when you have a church that is being run by a demon, then you can best believe all the congregation you see in that church, they are all lost sheep. They're in the wrong church, following and listening to the wrong person. Now you walk into this church, let's say, and you will identify that member, that particular person. Let me tell you something what happens. If you try to tell anybody that is following that church that listen, this is this and this is what is going on in your church. You have this pastor, you can see them, you can see through them, you can see what is going on behind the scenes, and you try to tell people what is going on. Because you might sometimes hear, let's say, for example, you can hear something that they regard their truth. Because the lost sheep, they think that they're listening to the truth. But in reality, they are lost because they don't know what the truth is. Now you tell some people the truth. What those people will do now, all the members of the church are going to fight against you. They're going to be like, oh, no, I don't know what is wrong with you. This is our pastor, we believe in him, we do this, and they are going to fight. They are going to defend that person. And many of them do not understand the person that they're defending in the first place. So it will take them ages for them to figure out what exactly is going on behind the scenes. Sometimes you also have example. Let me give an example of a black sheep, let's say. A black sheep is in a family, a very probably narcissistic or probably a rather very toxic family system. So the black sheep has been activated to wake up. They have awakened. Now their eyes are open. They can see the truth. They can see everything. They can see through the family. They can see their fathers, mothers, whatever family members. They understand that these people are dysfunctional. So what the black sheep is doing now, they're starting to walk away from toxicity. They are starting to detach and walk away from toxicity. So as they're walking away, they now have all these family members that are turning against them. Oh, they're the problem causers. You're the problem. You are all. So now they are starting to point these fingers at the black sheep. Because for the very first time, you are shattering everything that they ever knew was the truth. You're a messenger of truth. You've been activated. You're not speaking your truth. So a lot of black sheeps, it is very important to listen to those people. When they have been activated, they're going to tell it the way it is. Regardless of who is listening, regardless of what, they are going to say it as it is. They're not going to run behind the scenes, hiding stuff, and they're going to tell it as it is. Members of the family, they will go against that black sheep because they'll be thinking like, why does this person think they know everything? Why do they think or why do they believe that they have it all together? So you see now envy, you see jealousy. They are now ganging up and everybody is against one person. Everybody is talking about one person. You are the center of attention. They are now starting to talk about you in very negative ways. Smear your name and stuff like that. That is simply because there is something that you're talking about that is shattering their truths, and their belief systems. So if you're a person who is like a chosen one, you're an angel of light. And usually it's not going to be an easy journey, okay? It may probably have been easier when you was not awakened. It's what sometimes you hear people telling you things like, probably they couldn't have woken up. Why did they wake up? Because now they're waking up and they're seeing all these things happening around them. And it's like, it feels like maybe probably life was easier when you was asleep. But actually it's vice versa. Life is easier when you're awakened, okay? It is not a walk in the park, but it becomes too easier because you fight easier battles when you're awakened. So the people like they can show you, that energy of you're not wanted around. Sometimes you can find the person, let's say your boss who has employed you at work and you're working in this corporation, or maybe your house boss who just gave you a home to stay, and they're now figuring out that you're different. You're not anybody like the other people they have always rented in their homes. Your energy seems a little bit different and they cannot understand what it is. So those people now, all of a sudden, they was nice with you 1, 2, 3 weeks, maybe a month or two, and then they switch. Their energy will switch. So now you see your workmates looking at you in a certain way. You see your boss doing things in a certain way. They want to get you out of the company. They want to get you fired, and you don't understand what is going on. It is simply because your energy identifies with truth, love, justice, and authenticity. People do not know how to deal with that energy. It is very uncomfortable. So many people have got so many things to hide, they do not know what to do with themselves. So you come here, you show up, you tell them what exactly is going on, you give them advice, very, very good constructive advice. They don't want to listen. Instead of trying to understand you, what they do, they turn against you. Okay? So that's exactly what happens when you're an angel of truth. So just understand that as you go through life, it is not going to be a walk in the park. It won't be a walk in the park. It won't be easy. Some people will embrace your truth. Some people will embrace your light, but a lot of people will reject that light. Okay, when you show up, everybody will stop talking. When they see you coming from the other side, you're going to see them turning left or turning right. They don't want to talk to you. Your family members have abandoned you. Even your own wives and husbands, they're like, okay, they cannot deal with this relationship. Many of them, they have signed out of the relationship because they cannot handle your light. So angels of light may not necessarily be around everybody. You might find yourself not pretty much attending certain events. You don't want to be in certain places because you know the energy. You can read the energy in those places. And sometimes you don't want to deal with this. So sometimes you're staying away from it. Is what exactly is happening. Angels of light, it is simply anywhere that you go, that light shines very deep within people's souls. And people don't want anything to do with the truth. Let's say you're in a company which doesn't pay their workers. You have been employed in this corporation and they don't pay the workers. Now you come in and you're the very first one to speak against that act of not paying workers. Why don't you pay the workers? It has happened to me back in time, a couple of years ago. And now this boss is like, how dare you tell me what it is I need to do when it comes to my company? So they're going to see you as a threat. And instead of looking for the exact problem, what is going on, they're going to sign you out of the company. They want you gone. Because there's things that you're telling them that is making them uncomfortable. They don't want to deal with that. So they want you to leave. So angels of light, what I'm trying to say, you have got a very huge light. You can see evil. You can see darkness. You can see things that people don't see. You understand things that people don't understand. And you're very brave. Okay? Your energy is a very brave energy. Sometimes people don't even understand where do you get the courage to say the things or to do the things you do that is because your energy is at a high and you're a very brave individual. So that thing scares people. Okay, that stuff scares people. So it's why you see sometimes chosen ones. Some people are like, oh, who you think you are? They are saying they are chosen. Look at them. They think that they are better than the rest. They are superior. They are this. So people now start to have this ego kicking. And the only thing they don't understand is that those people, they are beautiful people. You know, but people cannot accept that you're a beautiful person. So now they want to try to make you believe or think that you're like them. They want you to be like them. They want you to be in their similar energy because they don't understand the reason as to why you are different than them. Those are the people they call the angels of light. If you're one of them, let us know in the comment section below. You are the chosen one. Let us know what has been your experience. You guys do know I do love and appreciate your support. Please book a session if you want to. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. Desmos signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.